and welcome to a sold-out show from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside, and have we got a show for you tonight?
Hey, Cole, we're in the desert. This is nuts. Every SmackDown show is bigger and better than the ones that came before, and tonight's gonna be bigger than all of them.
That's a bold statement, partner, but I can't disagree. I don't think Phoenix has any idea what they're in for tonight.
There's the reversal, Cole. I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
Wow, great reversal. I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really...
And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole. That was a textbook reversal.
How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left as it takes, Cole. Trust me, you get in that ring and you find out you got reserves you never knew you had.
I can imagine. Nothing pushes you to the limit quite like a WWE match.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly. And there's the reversal.
You gotta be kidding me. Give it up. It's not gonna happen.
Come on, Taz. How about a little credit for the attempt? Nice reversal.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back and forth action here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one.
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
And there's the counter, Cole. Oh, man, here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there. There's a reason that's called a finishing move. What a counter that was.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the... What a reversal.
Jeez, what a match. I got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting. Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him. I think we know which way this one's going to go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes? If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body could take, I think you're going to get an answer tonight.
You might be right, Taz. It doesn't look like these superstars are going to go easy on each other.
That's not what they're getting paid for, Cole. And besides, they got too much pride to give less than 100% in there. Nice quick counter. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier. Great reversal.
Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
Whoa, that's not good.
Not if you want to keep from tapping out, it's not. This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too, Cole. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Oh, my! The submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am. Look at this! Could it be?
You're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there. I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up making a critical mistake that could cost you the match.
About superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right, Taz. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage. Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that. This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed. There's a lot of bad blood here for sure.
And if this keeps up much longer, that bad blood's gonna... Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it. But as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every...
Look at this, Cole! Look at this!
Oh my God! There's a reason that's called a finishing move. The match usually doesn't go much longer.